everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. I only have like exactly 30 minutes today because I need to go run. I'm taking a walking tour later today. I want to try to go live on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok later tonight. I don't know if that'll be possible. I'm still working out like the kinks, but I will definitely make that. Oh, I think maybe I can do it. No, I'm not really liking it. So I'm just gonna do TikTok and repost on YouTube and Instagram like I usually do, but eventually what I want to do is have this be something where everyone can kind of show up and across all platforms, whatever platform you feel comfortable on. So just give me a moment to even figure out what that looks like. Thank you very much. But today it's just TikTok again. I do have a few announcements because I have a lot of amazing products and services that I want to tell you guys about. The first one is that, I have started and have qualified for TikTok subscriptions. So I've set 2 tiers on the subscription. So if you're watching this on TikTok, you are able to subscribe at the lowest tier and you would get priority direct messages with me. You would get priority questions as well. So if you have questions about my lives and I see like your badge, I'll give you priority in questions. Also, as another thing that you get priority as well, I think it's priority comments or something like that. And that is $2.99 for the lowest tier, and then the next highest tier is at $4.99. So you get all of that, plus the option to potentially request like dual screen time with me on my lives, and also a free channeled message on every live that I do if you show up and ask. So I wanted to announce that if anyone is interested in being a subscriber, it's something brand new as of last night. And then another thing that I wanted to tell you all about is that I do offer sessions, Akashic record readings, are a really amazing way to take a look at your past lives and to see how your past lives are impacting your present. Hello, everyone. Please like and share if you're enjoying this. But Akashic record readings are a really amazing way for you to tap into your past lives, for me to work with you in the etheric realms to pull forward information, past rituals that you may have forgotten, to make you aware of bloodlines that you don't know about, and to work with you to help promote and inspire your spirituality moving forward. And I do currently have a sale on that, so it's currently 53% off, I believe, and my booking page, as well as elemental assessments where I read like your own elemental profile and the dominant elements that are working with you in your life, fire, water, air, ether, and help you understand how to come back into balance. So those are 2 really big things that I offer. And again, discounts, I believe, on all of those on my booking page. So what I want to do today is I want to go through a fast money spell with you guys. So this is something that's obviously inspired by the need for cash, which I'm sure that all of us have either currently have or have needed at one point or another. And the basics of the fast money spell really depend on where your unique chakra blockage or elemental blockage is. And sometimes I'll use chakra blockage and elemental blockage interchangeably because each of our chakras are ruled by a dominant element. So for example, the root chakra is a really common one where there are quite a few people. Thank you for the likes, everyone. I love you all so much. Please like. But the root chakra is a big one for a lot of people. It's that base survival space. And oftentimes that is ruled by fire. It can be ruled by earth as two. Each person is different. That's each person has their own unique elemental makeup. But generally speaking, fire is more dominant. And when there is money issues, there's usually some type of red ray root chakra issue as well. Usually the blockage is in worthiness and self-worthiness. That's a big one. And a passion for life. Sometimes people who just, they're just going through a hard time. They might be a bit depressed. The fire energy is a little bit suppressed within them because the fire rules that zest for life and that desire to take life by the horns. So if you're kind of struggling in that area, you could find that spilling over to your money. And the sacral chakra as well, because the sacral chakra rules the sexual energy, which is the life force energy. People who have experienced trauma, people who have experienced, trauma's a big one, or who have some form or another have just had an attack on their life force. It could be psychic attack or physical attack. They are in a fear position, and the fear causes you to retract your energy back instead of expand it out. And in order to grow in any capacity, including with money, you need to have an expansive outlook. So that is something that a really sneaky way that trauma can kind of impact us in our lives. And then the last one that I wanted to talk about that may be impacting a lot of you here is at the solar plexus chakra. That element is ruled primarily by earth, but that is a self-esteem and a self-confidence issue. So if you have a self-esteem and self-confidence issue, you're more than likely have a shallow aspect of an earth element, which means that your shadow side would be not afraid to take risks, afraid to put yourself out there, just wanting to kind of stay in place, kind of like earth, it just kind of sits and it stays in place. That is how it manifested for you. So it's different for everyone, but for me, I know that my issue around money is very much root chakra center, just like basic survival. So that is the inspiration for today's kind of class, ritual, etc. Thank you guys so much for the likes. I do have a subscribers group as well, just want to let you know, but it's brand new. Today, I am going to show you this very, very easy, one candle ritual. And I wanted to make it super practical because if you are in a place where you don't have a lot of money, you're obviously not going to be able to have a lot of extra cash to spend on a ritual. It's you're not going to have this super elaborate ritual with, a million crystals and all this stuff if you are struggling for money. So I want to show you guys how you can literally just use one candle and invocation and intention and the power of magic alone to activate this. So this is my candle. I just bought it from the supermarket. I think it cost me maybe $1, maybe $1.50. I was looking for a red candle, but I found one that was white and with a red base, and that works as well. So if you have a red candle, again, use your own intuition. I trust that you guys can assess yourselves decently well to be able to have an inkling of where your unique blockage around money could come from, the root, the sacral, or the solar plexus, or maybe even something else. We're all unique here, but those are the three main ones. So if you're feeling guided towards red, use red. If you're feeling guided towards orange, use orange, etc. And from here, what we're going to do, and if you can't find anything, you can use white, but I would advise you to then just decorate it with the color that works best for you, the colors that work best for you. So from here, and I've been working with this one for quite some time. I actually trimmed off the top because it was double as high, and I've been working with it for over 2 weeks, and it's super simple. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hold the candle in my hands here, and what I'm gonna do is simply invoke into the candle. And this is where I say that you don't really need much of anything to do amazing magic, because it's generated from within your form. So whatever you're using on the outside, whether it be a candle, whether it be a crystal, whether it be anything, it's not really the object itself or the objects, it's the power and the energy and the elements that you're drawing on within your own form that's fueling the magic. And whatever you're using externally in a ritual or whatever is helping you stay focused on your intention and giving you a very physical focal point to push that magic and that energy onto. So that's why, even though it's really fun to have big elaborate rituals, it's totally not necessary. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do what I've been doing for the past few days and invoke, and some people call it prayer, but to me, if you're praying, you're asking for help. If you're invoking, you are like commanding the universe to make this shift. So what I'm going to do, again, I randomly want to put some oil. So I have some oil just sitting here, like some argan oil. I'm just going to add that to the candle because I just feel like it. Okay. And I'm going to activate the energy of the fire within me. That's essentially what's happening here, as well as activating the energy and the essence of the red ray, which is associated with my root chakra. And I will push this energy into the candle. And if you're very sensitive, you'll probably be able to feel it. Hello, everyone. I love you so much. So give me a chance to just meditate here. Oh. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just speak a light language invocation that's just going to start to come to me that will activate the fire element within me, and then generate the power from within my core and push it into the candle itself. Oyana, oyana, oyana. I invoke and call on the essence of the fire that burns within my soul, within my root, and the fire element that makes up my form, and love and oneness. I ask the divine fires to cleanse and burn away all blockages to financial freedom and abundance. No yani kuyanai, o yani kuyanai. And I'm envisioning the fire just taking over my entire form in this candle. And allowing the fire within my form to generate a magic spark that flows into my intentions, into the candle, into the cosmos at large. Oyana, oyanai. Oyana, oyanai. And I can feel the magic activating and moving through my body. I'm getting visions of the fire spreading in a good way and burning through feelings of inadequacy, fears of being seen, fears of putting myself out there, imposter syndrome. And you can stay here as long as you want to. I mean, you could sit here for 30 minutes if you want to. Feeling that fire, feeling that passion, that zest for life. And at the other end of all that, a deep sense of safety and peace. When I feel the safety and the peace come into me, that's how I know that the fire element has done its job. I know that we often see fire as destructive, and at its shadow aspect, yes, it is. But in the positive aspect, the fire is there to burn away anything that is a threat to us and that has the potential to harm us. So by its nature, fire is very protective. So if we're using the fire energy correctly, we should be feeling not a sense of fear, not rage or anger, but a sense of peace, because that fire energy is coming in, protecting and actually strengthening us and not weakening us. So that is a positive way to work with fire, as a way to destroy only that which was meant to harm in the first place. And now that I've done my initial invocation here, I will light the flame. There we go. And I will continue to work with this candle until it burns out. So it's good in these money rituals to be able to have a big candle so that every single day, like, you're working with a new intention. Like for me, I have been 7 days in with this. It used to be twice as high, and I had to cut the top off to reach even farther down, and I'll be going until the candle burns completely out. And every single day I'll do something of this nature while I am working with the fire energy, allowing it to flow through my body, allowing it to burn away the blockages, and then setting the intention in the candle and lighting the candle, like, every day until something happens. So with money, there's so much past life karma that can influence the way a person relates to money, and that can cause, oh, thank you for the follow. I love you all so much. Sorry, I lost my train of thought, but there's so many different ways that, and past life issues that can influence the way that we experience money and view money. And this particular ritual that I do, the reason that you're repeating it day after day after day until you start to see positive results is that every moment or every day that you do this, every invocation is targeting a very specific set of energy streams, set of lifetimes, and set of experiences. And because a lot of us have had so many lives, these toxic blocks have a tendency to kind of like compound. It's almost like a matrix in itself. And to dismantle that takes time, it takes intention, and it takes a very gentle flow. Because I know a lot of us, we say that like, oh, I want $1 million to fall in my lap tomorrow. That would be amazing. But the reality of the situation is, if the change is too abrupt, it has a tendency to shock the system, which is why a lot of people generally don't go from $0 today, $1 million tomorrow, because it just psychically like jars the system, and even that in and of itself can feel extremely unsafe. So that's why it's a process, and it doesn't have to be a fast process. Maybe a month, maybe a year. That's not very fast, or that's not very slow. But it takes time to work through and dismantle this web, this matrix of false belief systems, of lies, of trauma around money, or the misuse of money. So just keep that in mind when you're doing any kind of spell work around money, that you are dismantling a matrix by yourself bit by bit with every invocation. And give yourself that grace and that time and that healing to do an invocation like this. Allow it to burn through any negativity or toxicity, and then have almost like a reset period where you're just kind of like, okay, like that happened, I've healed a little bit, let me take a deep breath, let me integrate these new energies, and now let me go to the next stage of healing with the next invocation. So, yeah. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions? I had fun doing this, actually. I'll have to come on more often. I think later today I'm going to try to do a live meditation for anyone who's interested. But that'll be later tonight. Because where's everyone from? Are you from the US? Are you from Europe? Not everyone at once. I'm originally from the United States, for those who don't know, but in Europe right now. And I want to do a live meditation later tonight, but today I have to run. I am going into town, but hopefully that what I've shared is helpful with you guys, and I love you all so much. Thanks for coming, thanks for liking, thanks for staying. I do have a subscribers group that's brand new as of last night. So if you want to see when I go live, get special perks on the lives, please subscribe on my TikTok. I do offer sessions as well, Akashic record readings, elemental assessments if you want to learn more about the elements within you and your body and how they work together. Ooh, that's a signal to leave. My light went out as a signal to go. Wait, but yeah, I do offer, okay, forget it. I do offer sessions as well. Check out the links to see all those options. Anything else? And Patreon. So all of that is available and on offer. But I look forward to working with you and seeing you again on another live. Goodbye.